Hi guys, and welcome to another video. This time we're just going to be talking about money. Well, that's what it's all about, I guess, at the end of the day. How much money you can make from trading the Super Hedge EA, and not just the Super Hedge EA, but just from Forex in general. So this is more of a generic video. I've just got the EA playing in the background just for the sake of having something in the background. Not demonstrating anything. Well, it's demonstrating how the EA performs, but that's not the sole focus of today's video. So it's about money and how much money you can make. And I think a lot of you probably will be quite disappointed to hear what returns of investment you should be looking at, just because of the amount of crap that's out there these days, especially on the adverts, the YouTube adverts, so just general social media adverts. To be honest, it's quite disgusting to see, because it's just a lot of it's just to entice people into it. I mean, who wouldn't want to become financially free with a small investment? And this is the type of stuff that you just see over and over again. And if you're watching this video, you're probably someone that does search for things related to Forex, and as a result probably seeing these adverts, you see things such as invest as little as £500 and become financially free within 6 months and all sorts of crap. And look guys, what I'm about to tell you in this video is obviously just my opinion. I've been trading for better part of eight years now, and I've learned so much, and one of the most important things I learned in that time is money management. That single thing is what will separate you from being successful. Well, not that solely, but obviously it depends a lot on your strategy, but it certainly plays a huge part. And although what you might hear from me, I mean, like I said, it's my opinion, might be quite disappointing for some of you, what you still need to understand is that Forex is still an excellent place for you to invest your money if you know what you're doing. Because if you compare it to a lot of other investments, it's still a much better return. And you might think, is it worth it? When I go through some figures with you, yes, it definitely is still worth it. But if you're expecting to become financially free with just a few grand investment, I'm really sorry, that's probably not going to happen. Yes, there are people out there that probably have invested just a small amount of money and made hundreds of thousands or millions, but these guys have, let's just be honest, they've just got lucky. I mean, there's always people winning the lottery, and there'll always be people making huge gains off Forex just by chance, because a lot of it just boils down to chance. Nobody knows which way the market's going to go. Either it goes up, either it goes down. No one really knows, and some people do get lucky. So like I said, with what you see in social media, people taking screenshots of, yeah, I made £10,000 today, or $10,000 or whatever currency they might be using, and then you just look at the lot sizes that they're using, like even the size of one lot on an account that's only got £800 in it, or you see 10 lots or 100 lots, and look at me, I've made £100,000 today, and all sorts of rubbish that you're seeing these days. And unfortunately, it has to just be said out clearly that this is just fraud. People trying to entice people with fake screenshots, or just using demo accounts and just hoping that the account goes in their direction just for the sake of a screenshot, and then they can entice a lot of people in. So what should you be looking to make? And it took me a long while to come to a percentage, if you like, as to what you should be looking to get as a return on investment. And that number weekly, in my opinion, should be 2%. 2% return on your investment. So let's say you wanted to invest £1,000. All right, not a good amount of money to be investing, if I'm honest with you. It can be done, again with good money management. So if you do the maths, if you were to invest £1,000, you should be looking to make about £20 per week. Not a lot of money, you might say to yourself. However, 2% return on investment per week is not bad overall. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you wanted to invest in a property. Houses around my area, 3-bedroom house, terrace house, around about £100,000. All right. Monthly rent that you could possibly get from that, £500 per month. So per week, what are you looking at there? Rent, you're probably looking at about £600 per month. So that comes to about £150 per week. All right. If you work out the percentage return on investment you're getting there, so £150 from a £100,000 investment, that only comes to 0.15% return on investment. 0.15%. That is not a lot of money. That is a huge difference from the 2% return on investment you can get from just trading very safely on Forex. And that, by the way, guys, look, you can make a lot more money than 2% per week on trading. I wouldn't recommend it, because that would mean that you're using higher lot sizes, bigger lot sizes, and you are risking more of your capital. So in my opinion, if you make 2% in the week and it's only Tuesday, stop trading. Anything above 2% per week and you're over trading. In my opinion, that is. You might find traders that tell you different, and that's their opinion, but I feel like I've been doing this long enough to confidently say to you guys that that is enough. So if you guys have got £5,000 or £10,000 capital, let's start with £5,000. So what should you be looking to make from that? So if you got £5,000, £100 per week, and you're already quite close to what you would be getting from if you invested in a house. But the difference is you're only investing £5,000 compared to £100,000. So let's say if you had £10,000 capital, again 2%, so you should be looking to make £200 per week. And look, guys, unless you have a huge amount of capital, and which kind of defeats what I'm about to say, is that you're not going to get rich overnight with Forex. It's just not going to happen unless you've hit some pot luck, 1 in a million. You put a huge lot size down and the market just decides to go in your favor. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be straight up and honest. I'm not a scammer. I'm quite frank. I have lost money in the past on Forex. I'm not going to lie, but that was because just because of greed. You do really well one week and then you think, yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I mean, your strategy is good, but if you're using the wrong lot sizes and not managing the money well, this market is unforgivable. It will eat you alive, guys. So you need to be very, very careful with your investment in Forex. Know what you're doing, have a good strategy in place. If you've got a good EA, don't overtrade with that EA. Make your money for the week, get out of the market, relax. And it can be quite stressful if you're trying to trade 5 days a week every week. Wouldn't you rather that you trade less time in the week, you make a little bit of money and get out there and then just enjoy the rest of your life? And that's pretty much what I do with the Super Hedge EA. I let it do its thing. I open it on Monday. I choose carefully which pairs that I need to be trading, and by Tuesday night, by Wednesday morning, I'm pretty much done for the week, and I can switch off and I can just enjoy life. Forex is not something that I would recommend that you have as a hobby, or because there's going to be moments where things don't go in your favor, and if Forex is your sole purpose of life, then you're going to be miserable a lot of the time. So make a bit of money from it, but then just enjoy life in general as well. I mean, unless you absolutely love trading and even don't mind making losses and even enjoy the thrill of that as well, which I can't imagine anyone would, but each to their own, I guess. So that's my advice really, guys. That's what you should be looking to make, around about 2% per week. Ignore these idiots that you find on Instagram promising you Lamborghinis and Ferraris within a year of just investing £500, and I don't know what else did they promise. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of them are not even traders, they're just fakes who are just affiliates for these signal companies. Unfortunately, it has to be said. I probably will get a lot of dislikes on this video because I'm exposing a lot of these fools for what they really are, just absolute phonies and fakes. So yeah, so that's how I go about my trading. I look to make 2% on my capital, and I have my capital split into different accounts, and I trade different pairs on different accounts, and I can go into I will go in more into my specific strategy with people who do go ahead and purchase a license, and I'll be more than happy to mentor everyone that does get a license for the Super Hedge EA. I'll always be on hand, and I'll sometimes you just need someone there to just keep you in check. I mean, when things are going your way, you can go off track, and greed sometimes can take over. But sometimes you just need someone there to tell you, right, listen, you've done your bit for the week, switch it off, relax, and don't come back to it till the week after. Go relax, because more often than not, greed will end up wiping out all of your gains for the week, and then you're left in loss, and then you're left over the weekend not able to enjoy the weekend because you're half depressed over what's just happened. So best way is get in, make your gains from the market, get out, and then leave it as that. Because like I said, guys, this market is unforgivable. It will eat you alive if you don't be careful, if you let greed take over. Money management is key, and I'll personally go through money management with everyone that does invest in the Super Hedge EA license. I'll always be on hand to guide you through it, what the best strategy is, what the best settings are, and how much money you should be looking to make from your investments per week. I mean, I've already told you now it's 2%, but exactly what lot sizes to use, what I would recommend with this specific EA. So 2%, guys, that's what you should be looking for, in my humble opinion, if you like. I'm sure there's traders out there with much more experience than me that will have different opinions, but that's them. This is just the way that I've observed the market, I've felt the market, and I feel 2% is a healthy amount that you should be going for. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.